Okay, so one thing about Zoro is that I am absolutely obsessed with him. You see, Zoro's portrayal in this story has been second to none, and some could even argue that his portrayal could rival that of Luffy's. However, my issue with Zoro is that it feels like his path to becoming the world's strongest swordsman is going far too smooth and far too easy for my liking. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. You're going to say, well, he's just making it look easy, or that Oda has always intended for Zoro to go down this path. Ever since his fight with Mihawk at the Baratie, where he vowed to Luffy never to lose a fight again. And even though I don't believe he's quite kept that promise, I think that's a debate for another day, because that isn't what this video is about. You see, this video is quite simple actually. I just wanted to take a look at Zoro and say, for everything that you've done being so impressive, and having fought and defeated a Lunarian who goes by the name of King in Wano, who actually else is there in the story for Zoro to fight in order for him to improve, grow and develop to the point that he'd be well prepared to fight, surpass and defeat the world's strongest swordsman Mihawk by the end of the series? You see, Oda kind of annoyed me in Wano, having led me to thinking that Wano was going to be completely Zoro's arc. Wano is meant to be the land of samurai, the land of those who truly follow the way of the sword. And after meeting the likes of Kinemon and thinking that the 9 red scabbards being Odin's retainers must be monsters, I thought fantastic. This is going to be great for Zoro to meet and potentially spar with some of the greatest swordsmen in the land of Wano. Surely they are going to be an extreme challenge for him. But how wrong was I? Because not only do I believe Zoro was stronger than them on his arrival to Wano, but there wasn't much that he could learn from them either. And I think the most impressive thing that he gained from the Red Scabbards was actually Kinemon's ability to cut fire, which, although quite cool and maybe becoming useful down the line in specific scenarios, isn't necessarily the Zoro hype that I was expecting coming into Wano, let alone coming out of it. So without speaking too much, what am I thinking? Well, I'm thinking that I really want to see Zoro fight some real swordsmen and women in order to improve his skill, but also to see him really challenged in a sword fight before his eventual end of series fight. But just before I start going through the characters I think he needs to face, this is the part of the video where I really ask for your support. So please make sure you take the time to leave a like on the video, and if you like the absolutely soothing sound of my voice, or just One Piece in general, then make sure you hit that red subscribe button so you can support me making more YouTube content just like this. But without any further ado, I think the first character that Zoro has to face is very relevant to the Egghead arc that we're in right now, and it's that Mihawk Seraphim. You see, we've seen how strong the Seraphim have been already through that teaser that we got on Amazon Lily, with Kobe being just about able to control the Seraphim, but the Seraphim easily going through some of the Emperor Blackbeard's commanders such as Katarina Devon and Vasco's shot with ease, showing us just how strong the Seraphim are and why this would be a fantastic opponent for Zoro to face as he looks to improve his sword skill, and of course state this Mihawk Seraphim isn't anything close to the real thing. But let's move on, because the next person I am going to mention is probably going to annoy quite a few of you, and this is Charlotte Smoothie. And I know, Smoothie has probably been the most useless commander out of all the emperors, and definitely was a joke during the Whole Cake Island arc. But Zoro was not in Whole Cake Island, and Smoothie with a sword like that is definitely a swordswoman. Now how she incorporates her swordsmanship or swordswomanship with her ring devil fruit will be very interesting to see. And the fact that I don't think we're completely done with Big Mom nor the Big Mom pirates means that this matchup is definitely something that can still happen. So definitely watch this space. But moving on, I have to track back to Marineford, because we got to see the Whitebeard pirates in action there, and the boy Vista does not get enough love. Honestly, I think Vista is a fight that Zoro has to have. Look, even though Vista was only the 5th division commander, he got a lot of screen time during that Marineford arc. He's been stated to be the strongest swordsman in the Whitebeard pirates, and was able to go toe to toe with Mihawk at Marineford.
Relax.
Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but he was well known and Mihawk had acknowledged him. Look, this guy is a swordsman with haki that has the ability to produce flower petals or whatever they were. This is V-Star of the Flower Blade, a man who too wants to be challenging Mihwawk. Well, not that he will get that title, but he's challenging for it. So surely Zoro has to fight V-Star. And I'm definitely hopeful that we get to see this battle at some point. But let's move on, because Zoro vs Fujitora has to happen. The foreshadowing of this fight is crazy. These guys have fought twice, and I know one time was in One Piece Stampede, but who cares? Because whether looking at their clash in Dressrosa or looking at their fight in Stampede, it is evident that Zoro was out of his league and it was night and day. But Zoro now, he can definitely hold his own. And even though right now, I still believe Fuji is stronger, by the time that battle does occur, or can occur, I'm sure Zoro will be more than capable of handling Fujitora, even with his broken devil fruit. And trust me, gravity is no joke. And right now, I think I've gone through about 4 swordsmen and women. So let's just go for one more and make this a nice round 5 number. And so my next pick is so obvious, and we all know it's going to happen. Because when the true battle begins between the legendary D's, I guess we'll be able to call this the Battle of the D's. Pause. But between Blackbeard and Luffy, we're definitely going to see the battle between Zoro and Shiryu of the Rain. And I'm sorry I had to add that of the Rain epithet, because it just makes him sound so much more menacing. Shiryu of the Rain. But I can't wait for this battle, because all of Zoro's battles to date will go into making this battle fantastic. You see, Shiryu has the clear fruit, which basically makes him invisible. So will Zoro have to be able to cut nothing? That is definitely going to be absolutely insane to see. But these are just 5 of the fights I believe Zoro will have. But there certainly are a few more honorable mentions which I must mention now. But I won't expand on them too much because they could be videos in their own. And the first is Silver's Rayleigh, who I just think would have so much to teach Zoro. And the last, of course, is Red-Haired Shanks, because this guy, who was an equal match for Mihawk, and the only one who truly would be able to gauge how far Zoro is from Mihawk. But I'm not going to go into too much detail, because that would be an awesome fight. But that just about does it from me. If you think there are any other characters that I've missed out, then please let me know down in the comments. And also, let me know if you think I've got it wrong. If you think Zoro won't fight any of those in this list. And I know, you guys and girls are going to be on my case about Smoothie. But I said what I said. But finally, if you like anything I've had to say, then please make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you like content like this, or just want to support my YouTube journey, then make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss out when I drop more content just like this. Peace out. Say.